What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today I want to talk to you about the writers that went on strike. The Writers Guild is on strike, and I want to talk to you about the why they're on strike. First off, solidarity to the members of the Writers Guild who are going on strike in Hollywood. I wish you very great success. I hope you get the contract that you guys want. I don't know if y'all follow More Perfect Union on Twitter, but More Perfect Union is an excellent news source for things going on in different labor news around the country. And they put together a thread. I came across my radar May 1st, and I want to read you this thread because it's important and it kind of gives you the scope of why they're going on strike in case national media doesn't cover it accurately or if they sensationalize it. I'm also going to put into the description box a Vulture article that answers a lot of questions as well, in case you're interested. That way you can look it up and you can learn for your own self why these folks are going on strike. So nearly 20,000 writers went on strike midnight May 2nd and shut down Hollywood. Here's what's happening and how you can pressure Hollywood executives to pay writers. This is a thread. Some people are trying to claim that Hollywood writers are wealthy, bougie workers who don't deserve our solidarity against the billionaires who own the studios. But that couldn't be further from the truth. And I know that thinking permeates because it's Hollywood. Everybody thinks that they're all uppity and with the nose in the air. Not necessarily true. The story of one of the writers of The Bear recently went viral for this exact reason, and he's very much not alone. Then they retweeted a tweet saying, when The Bear won the WGA award for Best Comedy Writer, Alex O'Keefe went to the ceremony with a negative bank account and a bow tie that he'd bought on credit due to unsatisfactory pay conditions writers currently receive. When you dig into it, the dynamics in Hollywood are similar to every other industry, where corporate greed squeezes every last drop out of labor. In other words, the writers are fighting the same fight as the rest of us. Now, the Writers Guild of America decided to go on strike at midnight, May 2nd. We talked to writers and they told us that the way television has evolved in the streaming era allows corporations to shortchange writers even as they rake in more and more money. Sound familiar? And then they retweeted one of their own tweets from April 17th, and it said, breaking, TV and movie writers just voted to authorize a strike that could shut down Hollywood. Writers are making less than they were 10 years ago, while corporate profits have skyrocketed, and they're not standing for it. It goes on. The writers are struggling just to claw back to the same slice of the pie that they had 10 years ago. Here's how it used to work when their current contracts were agreed to. 10 years ago. That's a long contract term. 10 years? Wow. The vast majority of television shows used to be aired on broadcast networks, which made money from airing ads during the show. When those shows aired reruns, everyone who worked on the show was entitled to a portion of the additional ad revenue that the networks collected. Anyone who watches TV in 2023 can tell you why this approach is broken. Instead of airing reruns, networks license out shows to streaming services like HBO Max, Disney Plus, Netflix, or Amazon Prime. And these services, run by giant corporations, well, they don't air ads. So the writers receive only fractions of a penny on what they would have under the old system. The corporations running the show now are making even more money than they were before. They're just doing it in a way that they won't have to share. Again, this is motive operandi. Hollywood writers just want to be paid what they're owed. Now, what we need to realize as workers is that these riders are showing us, how do you negotiate with tyrants? You withhold your labor, because the tyrants are lazy and are not going to do the job themselves. And not only that, they cannot do the job that you do. They don't have the skill that it takes. Poor them, all they can do is exploit workers. They don't have any tangible skills to bring to society other than exploitation. So poor them that if we hold our labor back, they won't be able to get the job done because they just don't got it. And these riders are showing us. Let's see how this turns out, because they're showing us the way. And we would be smart to take note, because this is how it's always been done. From way back in the day when all the victories were happening, this is how it was happening. Money has always tried to destroy working people and keep them poor and desperate. And if you've noticed the levels of income inequality right now today, they are succeeding at keeping us poor and desperate. If you're a member of the IBEW, they are also trying to make you poor and desperate. You are not separate from the working class. You are part of the working class. They are trying to make you poor and desperate. Currently, 70% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. That is poor and desperate. That is wage slavery. All right. Today is the last day to sign a message of support for WGA's demands and send it directly to the CEO of Amazon, Netflix, Disney, and Warner Brothers. There was an action link, but this was from a day ago, so it's probably not active anymore. Join us in telling these companies that riders deserve to be compensated for their work. Show them that you understand how the labor of these workers is fundamental to the process and deserves to be treated accordingly. Everybody loves movies and TV shows and entertainment. It's the writers that put the words into the actors' brains so that they can say it for us. The writers are the backbone. They're the skeleton to it all. And if they do strike, you'll be sending a powerful message to the corporate media giants that you are in solidarity with the writers who work and with the writers who work and art powers I'm gonna read this again because I just got tongue-tied. And if they do strike, you'll be sending a powerful message to the corporate media giants that you're in solidarity with the writers who work and art powers, whose work and art powers Hollywood, not the executives and shareholders exacting profits at all costs. And that's the end of the thread. But yeah, the writers went on strike, and I, for one, am proud of them, and I hope to learn from them, and gain knowledge and inspiration, because the only way we ever gain anything from power is to fight back. And again, I'm going to put in the description box an article to Voltage. I mean, get Voltage. It's Vulture magazine. And it says, your most frantic riders strike questions answered by Jason P. Frank. It's a rather long article. It was posted May 2nd. And I'm going to put that in the description box so you can read a little bit more and get a little more in-depth understanding of the strike, so that we know why it's going on and what they plan to do about it. All right. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right. It's up and down. It's going to take class solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. Remember, there can be no union without you and I front and center. And don't forget the like button, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell, all that good stuff. Peace out.